Welcome to the Dirt on Clean, the podcast where we explore what it really takes to keep commercial spaces clean, healthy, and future ready. I'm your host, Tynes Graham. Today's guest grew up with construction in his blood. From working job sites at age 12 with his grandfather to managing properties and leading remodels, he is now on a mission to transform one of the most overlooked parts of any facilities, the air we breathe. Francisco is a certified mold assessor, air quality expert, and aerosol dealer. Through his company, Clean Air Miami, he helps clients boost energy efficiency, reduce airborne contaminant, and create healthier indoor environments across South Florida. Francisco, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tynes. It's a great pleasure to be here today. I'm so privileged to get to speak to your guests on how we can help make this air a little cleaner.
Awesome, absolutely. So here is a few questions I got for you. Let's get into Aeroseal. Is that how you say? Is it
Aeroseal. Almost like
Aeroseal?
aeroplane, but we're sealing it. Aeroseal.
Most facilities managers know duct work can be inefficient, but not everyone realizes how much air is actually lost. Can you break it down?
So the ductwork has little micro holes throughout the entire system. So every connection, every bit of tape, every bit of mastic adhesive that they use is placed from the outside. So when the air gets pressurized, when your system is pressurized and your AC turns on, it pushes from inward out. So you can lose up to 30% of your conditioned air into the attics, and that's just wasted money. At the same time, every single leak that's in your system is the ability for hot air and cold air to mix. And every time you get that mix, you also get some leaking, some condensation. And this can also lead to mold. So not only is sealing your ducts with Aeroseal, not only will it help you improve your energy bill, but it also help improve the quality of your air that you breathe inside your home or business, wherever you want to get sealed.
So any property that has an air conditioner should be looking at that product. Is that what you?
100%. So right now we are in the beginning phases with Aeroseal. So we're only sealing units up to 5 tons. There is more equipment that needs to be purchased in order to tackle some of the bigger projects. But if we do get in communication, the headquarters in Ohio is willing to work with us and help us get set up if we do end up getting some larger commercial jobs. So,
Man, Ohio, did you know I got married in Ohio?
You know that, Thais. Beautiful.
I ended up skipping the beginning of the conversation here. Let's go back to the beginning. You've in this world since you were 12 years old. Tell us about your journey from working with family to becoming an expert in indoor air quality and
All right.
HVAC.
So it's my journey began when my dad would take us on trips. He was a director of construction for many fast food chains, most notably Pollo Tropical. He helped build almost every Pollo Tropical you see in the world. He's very good with construction. So I would go with him and I would get to see the different phases, the grease trap and the pre-construction, and end up at the warehouse with all the tastings of the new food. So I was very interested at a young age. Then middle school through high school, after my work days, I would go to my grandpa's house, and either there we would work on his house or go to a client's house. And I would just learn small tasks. He started me very easy and would show me step by step how to do every individual task of a remodel. So learned how to do drywall, tiling, plumbing, electrical. I learned how to do all that stuff at a very young age and definitely had some mishaps. I remember clearly one day the electrical box blowing up in our face. And that was a wake-up call to take electricity very, very seriously. That's where I got a lot of my background. Then after college, I ended up working for my brother, who's a general contractor in multifamily construction. And from there, I started off as a laborer doing all the hard work. And given my background, I slowly started taking responsibilities, primarily because I didn't want to lift the heavy stuff. And I just kept working my way into the buildings until at the end, before that job ended, I was in charge of the punch out, which is just another term for making the apartment perfect and ready to turn over to owners. So I got every little bit from the bones of it all the way to the last detail. And that was a lot of construction. Now, when COVID hit, I had recently before that gone up to Panama City for Hurricane Michael with my brother, who's also my partner, Julian. And I started learning about mold. And there I realized that no one knew about the air quality. No one even thought about it. The insurances didn't care about it. And I felt horrible to see these people in just destroyed homes, and I'm afraid to contact their insurance because they didn't want their rates to go up. And you're like, what is insurance for? Like, this is what it's for. You lost your home. Like, you need money to get back to buy a new home to rebuild. So that stuck with me until towards the end of the pandemic. My brother called me back. Hey, I've developed the company a little more. It's time. Let's get on it. So I started shadowing him, going with him to every job, every possibility I could to learn more, until I started going out to the jobs myself and I got licensed myself. I went through the training course with NORMI, which is the National Organization of Remediators and Mold Assessors, or Mold Inspectors, I believe. So I got trained through them, and I continued my education, and just every opportunity I can to learn more, I've taken it. And so at this point, I have encountered so many different issues in the air quality throughout South Florida. I would like to call myself an expert, and most of my clients would agree.
No,
So
why? You know definitely a lot more than me on this subject. In where the mold is a major issue for property managers, what are some key things facilities teams need to be aware of when it comes to mold and air
well,
systems?
the main cause of mold in South Florida is humidity. We're surrounded by water down here. So the air conditioning system has two primary functions. One is to make it cold, and the other is to dehumidify. Most people don't know about that secondary function, and most ACs aren't designed to pull out all the humidity that South Florida has to offer. So supplementing dehumidification is a great way to just help any airborne molds not have the ability to grow and spread. So something that we have definitely helped some clients recently